the purpose of this is to further explain the back projection assignment. So I know the details in the assignment are pretty vague, and so you guys are probably wondering, what are we supposed to do with this PowerPoint image? And so I am going to demonstrate for you how I would like you to complete this assignment in this video. So you should be able to follow along, and as I referred to in the voice thread, if you've watched that yet in part 2, by watching this and getting step-by-step instructions, you'll be able to pause it where you need to and play it, and you should have no trouble completing the assignment after watching this how-to video. And so I'm going to just walk you through the assignment. If you look at the back projection document, the Word document, if you print that off, that's going to be, or not print that off, but you can actually submit that through Blackboard like you have the linear, or like you did the linear attenuation coefficient. But I'm just have that here, and so when you open that up, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see that this is the back projection assignment, so we're following right along with the content that we've covered in Chapter 3 for this module, and the objective is to better comprehend simple back projection through replication by overlaying attenuation profiles on top of another. So just like we learned about in the chapter, that's what we're going to do. We're going to create attenuation profiles. And so then we're going to be able to observe artifacts that result from simple back projection and how the number of attenuation profiles is going to affect the quality of that resulting image. And so that's what we're going to see as we complete this assignment. Per your directions, using PowerPoint, and as I stated, you must use PowerPoint for this assignment, and that was listed in the syllabus that was a required program to have for this course. You have to create 12 attenuation profiles of the object that you are provided on the PowerPoint image, and so that's where you'll see the back projection assignment PowerPoint image. So open that up, and that's the image that you're going to use to start your assignment. You're going to create 12 attenuation profiles and lay them on top of one another in a clock position, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then once you have completed your 12 attenuation profiles, then you will answer the 3 questions provided on the bottom of the worksheet. And so I'm going to take you into PowerPoint now to show you how you're going to complete the assignment. So this is the image that you're going to start with. And so what I would do is I would start by, this is all grouped together, so you're going to Control-C, and then go ahead and open up a new PowerPoint, or you can use the same one, and you're going to paste that object. Okay, so this is the object that we're going to start with. So this would be an example of the object that we're scanning, or our scan field of view, and then this red part would be the object that we're scanning. And so much like the image that we looked at in the textbook in the PowerPoint when we covered back projection. And so the first thing that we're going to do is create our field of view. So we are going to insert a shape, and we're going to select the square. Now we're going to go right over our blue circle, and we see it filled like this. So first we're going to go to Shape Fill and take off the fill. Next, I want you to go to, undo that. I meant Shape Outline. Sorry, go to Shape Outline, take off the outline. Next, we're going to go to Shape Fill, and we are going to click on More Fill Colors. We're going to leave it blue, and then we're going to increase the transparency to about 75%. So approximate is okay, but around 75% is where I would like you to be. Click OK, and now you can see that that box is transparent, and we have removed the outline from the outside. Next, we are going to insert another shape. Again, we will select the rectangle, and now we will create an attenuation profile over our object of interest. So matching it up the best you can. Again, Shape Outline, select No Outline. Next, go to Shape Fill, and we're going to change that color to match the red color of the circle. So we're going to change that to red color. Then go back to Shape Fill, select More Fill Colors, and drag that transparency over to about the same 75%. Okay. And we can see that we have an attenuation profile. So go ahead and adjust that to where that attenuation profile is lined up with the outside blue box field of view, as well as lined up with the red object of interest to correctly represent our attenuation profile. So now you're going to see that you have a large blue box and a small red box. Now we want to group those objects together. So we're going to hit Control and select the blue box, hold Control down and select the red box. Go ahead and let up off of your keys and now hit Control and G. That is going to group your images together. Next, as those are selected, I want you to hit Control C and Control V, and that copies and pastes the image that you have created. Now what I would like you to do is drag this over right beside it. Okay, so now we've created our first attenuation profile, and the directions for the assignment were to create 12 attenuation profiles of the object and lay them on top of one another in a 12 o'clock position. So pay close weattention to this next part, because this is a very important part of the assignment. So now we are going to rotate this image. So click on the image again, and we're going to grab our little rotating box up here, and we're going to rotate that. So this would be our first profile, or second profile. Click outside the box to unselect it. Now, we want to move our attenuation profile over our object of interest. And so we want to select only the red box, and we are going to move our red box over our object of interest. Okay, not moving our big blue box, but trying to keep those in alignment. Okay, the best you can. Then we want to click outside of that box, and now we need to group our new image together. And so what we need to do is press Control, click on the blue box, Control, click on the red box, let go of everything, and then Control G. And sometimes this doesn't work the first time, so sometimes you have to try it a couple different times. And then sometimes you have to ungroup and to get those to group together. So now you see those are both selected, so now we can Control G, and now we've grouped those together again. So next, copy and paste, so Control C, let go, Control V to copy and paste. Now, as you drag this image across, watch closely please. As you drag this over, you want to try to find your crosshairs to get those to properly line up so you're not guessing. And so kind of move it around a little bit to see if you can find crosshairs at some point. So see, there we have one. Sometimes you can find the other one, and sometimes you just have to guess, but do the best you can to try to get them both to show up. Like I said, sometimes it's a little bit tricky, so as long as you have one, try to get as close as you can. So find at least one, and I'm going to go ahead and drop that attenuation profile, okay? And I might actually try to move it again just to see if I can try really hard to find it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that there. Again, clicking out, same thing. So now we have 2 attenuation profiles. Again, you need 12 to complete the assignment. So now I'm going to show you one more time. So now we're going to select the whole thing. So make sure you select your group, and you'll see your rotator. So we're going to hold that, and we're going to rotate it again. And you see each time we rotate, our red box moves, because that's the attenuation profile we're creating over the box. And so then we're going to double click and select only the red. Again, trying to keep those lined up the best we can, and move it over the object of interest. Again, unselect, and now we're Control blue, Control red, and Control G. Again, I have to ungroup them before it'll let me group them together again. So now you can see that the blue box is highlighted as well as the red. So now I'm going to Control G to group those together, Control C, copy, Control V, paste, and now we have our third attenuation profile that we're going to drag over. And you can see I had both my crosshairs there for just a second. That's what we're looking for each attenuation profile. So as you move along, now we have 3. And so you would need to create 9 more to complete the assignment. So after you have your object completed, you will answer the questions based on what they say at the bottom of the screen. So the first question is the original object discernible when using only 90 degrees of attenuation profiles for back projection? So you'll answer that accordingly. So if you only use 90 degrees of projections or 90 degrees worth of attenuation profiles, how does your image look? And then number 2, what type of artifacts are produced by simple back projection. Again, look at that by observing your object as well as what you've learned from reading the chapter and listening to the voice threads, going through the PowerPoints, and then number 3, what process is applied to simple back projection to reduce or remove the image artifacts listed above. And so then again, you'll get that from the lesson in chapter 3. So I hope this helps to further explain the assignment.